Hey guys, Team Wooloo here, and welcome to 1.10. That's right, the new Snapshot just came out with a brand new epic feature, the structure block. The structure block is a similar block to the command block. You can't find it in your creative inventory, but it's only obtainable by typing /gif @p structure_block. The structure block comes in 4 different variants: save, load, corner and data. You can switch between them by right clicking the block and pressing the bottom left button. The main use for the structure block is cloning structures. This process happens in 2 steps. First, you have to save a structure and then you can load a structure. You can save a structure using 2 different methods. The first one requires a lot of block counting, the second one doesn't require any. In the save GUI, you can specify 2 sets of coordinates. First, the relative position and then the structure size. The relative position can be used to specify where the box of the structure should start from. So right here, it has to start from the block, 3 blocks in that direction, 2 blocks in that direction. So we can go ahead and type that in. Next, we have to specify the dimensions of the structure. We can do this by typing in the second row. Our artistic artwork is 4x4x4, so we can go ahead and type that in. Now we can double check if the box is the right size. It will show with a small border. The next step is to give our little structure a name. We'll call it art. When we are sure, we can press the save button and we'll get a confirmation in chat. Now we can go ahead and move to a load structure block. We will put in the name of our structure, art, and we can specify the relative position. Again, we want it to be 3 in that direction, 2 in that one. So we'll put in 3, 0 and 2. Now we can press load and it will first show the box. When we are sure this is the right box as well, we can click load and we have done it. We have cloned our first structure. The other one is a bit easier. Here we first have to give the name. We'll call it magma. Now we can use the corner function of the structure command. We'll place one next to the very bottom corner and do the same for the top corner. We have to make sure we type in the name the same as in the save command block. There's a little button in the GUI called detect. After pressing that, it will automatically select in everything to make a box between the 2 corners. Notice how the 2 corner blocks themselves are included. Now we can just use save and load them as previously. There are also some other buttons on the save GUI. There's a button for the show invisible blocks. This will make it so that you can see the air blocks between with an outlined little box. This is useful for something that we will explain in a bit. There's also an option to include entities. What that does well is include entities. To load a structure with entities, we have to enable it in the loading block as well. Now to move on to the extra options on the loading block. Down here you can select a rotation. As you can see, this will rotate the structure, which is really useful because we weren't able to do that before. This middle button is used for mirroring. The first mode just pastes it regularly, but the second one mirrors it over the x-axis and the third over the z-axis. Notice this green line when saving and loading. This can be used for keeping track of how the results will be. There's also another block, it's right here. As you can see, you can't see it. It's called the structure void and it's obtainable by typing /gif @p structure_void. This is an invisible block where you can walk through. It can be used in combination with the structure block. When placing it in the selection and having it show the invisible blocks button, you can see them displaying as red boxes instead of blue. When copying this, it will just ignore those blocks and don't copy the air either. It will save the original structure of where it's saved at. And that's about it. That's all you need to know about the 1.10 structure blocks. We hope you found this useful and be sure to comment things we should explain next. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can get notified when we upload more content. On screen there will be an annotation to the video that we did yesterday, the second episode of the Wooloo games. But for now, goodbye!